Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this session we are reviewing a Masters Ana. I believe it was High Masters, like 39, maybe 3800. Anyways, if you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, because that really does help me out, spreads the channel, brings in new audiences. That's fantastic. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, see what my rates look like, all sorts of good stuff.
Hello. Hello.
Are we going for a nade? Okay.
Hoi.
It's a little bit of Volt Charge. It can help with the early nano. Maybe we're not.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Hello.
Nade it is.
Stop the payload.
Begin.
Didn't get us anything.
Lifting off.
I will keep you here.
Good. She was fine. She didn't need that heal. What is that nade? Excuse me?
I will keep you
Missing
here.
health. Missing health. Not missing health, but reasonable to check on her. Don't need to fire at her, but whatever. She was there. She was on your screen. I'll live with it. This, however, bothers me. Yep, you go for the shot. That's on your Rhine. That's fine. I assumed initially it was for your Sigma. I don't know if you think, hey, I have to throw this nade because I threw the shot at my Rhine and now I need to throw this because there's a delay time between shots, so she can't put another shot into the Sigma yet. So maybe this is a, hey, I want to weave to not have to wait for my next shot to get this Sigma. It's not worth. Your Sigma is going to be fine, I promise. Your Sigma is still at about 40% health, has a shield available, has a shift available. The team hasn't really rounded the corner on him. He's fine. You don't need to spend what is a great cooldown in your nade to heal him when your team isn't under serious pressure yet. Hey, Manny. And it looks like it was meant for him because it's too shallow. It could have been meant for your Rhine to give him a healing amp, but your Rhine didn't need it either. So if it was just meant for a healing amp, that's weird. If it was meant for your Rhine, you'd have wanted to send it more forward. Not because, yes, I'm aware your Rhine stepped from here to here, but more forward so that there was at least a chance of it hitting a front line, pushing into him, etc. Though it was too early for that, honestly. So that was not a very good nade.
Walk it off.
You're keeping some eye on your right there. You know their comp, and knowing their comp by now, you could see like an Ash Peak or something from the top right, but you've now checked on them both, so we're fine. That hits your Brig. You're trying for your Rhine. You're trying to weave this. You're trying to weave the cover well in terms of the delay time between Ana shots. So I like that. It's not as significant as the delay time between Sigma shots, but it's a good job with this weaving the cover. Are we going to get a better nade now? This would be the time.
Healing in hand.
Okay, so that's okay. Honestly, what would have led you up set up for an even better nade is this angle is okay. This angle does some stuff, etc. But you could have, as you were going back here, as you'd done your stuff, like let's go back here, in fact. You could have, as you'd gone back here, decided I'm going to slide up here, and this would have really given you a better angle for this. Like, these guys are more trying to point their aggression in this direction, and this is very much in this direction. Angles from the side like this are generally a little better. Now, if he puts his shield up, probably still not going to get through, etc., but he's less likely to see you over here if the nade is the first thing you do from over here. So I'd have liked to see you slide up for the more aggressive angle because your team was in pretty good shape. They could have afforded the 3/4 of a second for you to rotate from here to here to go for this nade, etc., and I'd have liked to see that. It's stronger than the nade you went for here. Why are we dropping? We lost our McCree, so I don't care. I mean, I don't love that we lost our McCree, but, like, why are we dropping?
Healing in
We
hand.
went for that. What is scaring you? She doesn't have a good sightline on you. Like, she doesn't have a good sightline on you. Yeah, she can, in a second, perhaps do it, but you can close that easy. He doesn't have a good sightline on you. There is no good reason for you to be dropping here. The high ground is a strength. It's easier for you to drop nades over it. Yes, you don't have nade anymore, but it gives you a better, stronger angle. You can take a shot at that Mercy that's out there to force her to move. Like, there's better stuff that you can do from here. Dropping is wrong.
I
If their hit scan is really keeping you honest up there, sure. Sometimes you're going to rotate, sometimes you're going to drop here, let your team be the wall for you, etc. But that's not what's happening. Like, just because the Ashe got your McCree, who's on the other side of the sign from you, does not mean you need to move. You need to appraise where the Ashe is, but the Ashe wasn't a threat to you yet. Oh, missing that shot was expensive. Did you miss 2 shots there, or only the 1?
I have your back.
Let's slow that down.
Shield's holding. My barrier.
You missed that one, maybe onto the cactus. Yeah, that's onto the cactus. That bites. Yeah, that one was starting to heal her. Okay. I think, or maybe that was her Inspire tick. Okay, whatever. We definitely missed a shot there, which hurt us. Okay. Sleep is going to be our answer to the nano. Let's get him here. Ooh, that's weird. So the nade doesn't help you as much. The nade doesn't help you as much because him not receiving healing isn't going to stop a nano monster. He's still got too much health, etc. And you don't really have the team members to take him down at this point. Like, you want to take advantage of this moment where you're at a different angle than your Sigma because his attention is focused more on your Sigma to hit this nade here, to hit this sleep here. Hitting here, the sleep would have been hard. His attention is sort of in your direction. Now, as you're rounding the corner, as his attention is this way, you get one thing to do, sort of, while he might not be paying attention to you, and sleep would have been better than nade here. Nade has the benefit of, hey, it might heal your Sigma too, but your Sigma, of course, was going to keep kiting, so they weren't really close enough for that to happen yet. And you can get value out of the nade even when he's a little closer to your Sigma to force him to shield, which lets your Sigma kite a little harder, etc.
The pain is coming.
Stuck reloading, fine. Good job, don't get hit by the fire, and we sleep the pen. Okay, I'm glad we sleep the pen. It's nice that we had the sleep for the pen, but I really do think the sleep was the better option when you rounded the corner and forced it to be an off angle like that. Because again, when you're at that sharp 90-degree angle from your teammate and he's on your teammate, that's when you're going to have the best chance to hit your abilities. That's what I was going for here. It wasn't a sharp 90-degree angle, but it was a much better angle than this, which was, hey, this is just a straight angle with a little elevation. This is almost, where this is past a 45-degree angle. Okay. I mean, we're kind of done, but maybe you'll let him touch point. Oh, your Ryan's here. No.
Smoking.
Oh, are we stuck in slow-mo? Come on.
Ahlan.
The payload.
Okay, they've got it. Take your high ground. Purple. Good. And that was taking advantage of the corner. Right as he comes around the corner, you've got a chance to do stuff like that, etc. I'm glad you get the sleep there, though the shot into the purple that you knew was purple was a little silly. That was an extra shot into your Sigma, who was not in danger. You don't need to stay on your Sigma just because this. Let's see if this becomes a trend.
You're going to be okay.
Someone just told you behind you that they need healing. Now, your Sigma is more important right now. Your Sigma's in more danger. Totally agreed. Sigma's still potentially in more danger. Sigma's no longer in danger. Your Echo is in the more compromised position, is actually lower relative health as well, it looks like. No, it's not lower relative health, but is still in more danger than your Sigma. The shot should be into your Echo, not into your Sigma. But you go for another shot into your Sigma there. And that's the difference between saving your Echo and not. Okay. So let's be aware of when someone's in the dangerous position versus the safe position. Your Sigma was relatively safe. I don't love that nade, but your Brig is right here, so she'll heal you if you get in trouble. Okay. The reason I don't love that nade, guys, is there's no chance of follow-up on that nade. Like, if we turn them purple, that's cool, but there's no chance of following up and that actually turning into eliminations. Mm-hmm.
You're covered. I need activating the barrier. Enemy is engaging.
Okay. Okay, are we going to see who's actually in more danger? Is this who's in the most danger? Did we have anything back here? Okay, we're good. Good. I mean, I can live with it because it's not like you need it against what they have, though they do now have more option to high noon, more option to go for shatters, etc. Potentially they could throw a Bob out. You don't know that they don't have Bob when they're at 90 like that. So I don't love that sleep dart because it was low probability, but it's not the worst thing in the world. That sleep dart would be better if they didn't have ults where they did.
Enemies not ordered.
You see that to your left. You saw that to your left. I believe in you.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Okay.
This is going to hurt.
And you drop to have the angle to hit the the Briggs over there. I can live with that. I don't think you needed to. I think she was fine on cover, but okay.
Initiating Reinhardt.
They're purple.
I've seen
Good
worse.
pivot.
You're going to live.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Nanoing him, well, he's at half health and purple to brawl. It's questionable, but it's not a throw. And then you go in with the nade, sure. Sleep, good. Why are you healing the Echo here?
You're powered up. Get in there.
So the duplicate's fighting the Nano Zarya.
Healing enhanced.
Fine. You go deal with the Bob. I'm good with that. If you have to pick between the duplicate that's really low and the Rein that's kind of low, but is getting amped heals because it's still under the effect of your nade, like, this isn't really in danger. This has a shield up. There's a Zarya that's still far away, etc. This duplicate dragging this Nano Zarya is perfectly valid, and the Zarya isn't going to take this Nano or take this duplicate down. So I don't feel a need to heal this. I'd be much more interested in healing this right now, letting this that's in the kind of more dangerous position, more in the open, etc. I understand an argument for this as the more dangerous position, but I want to take advantage of the amped heal that I still have here, etc. Plus, this Rein is, you don't know this necessarily because the duplicates get their ult so fast, but this duplicate isn't really that close to their shatter yet. If they were, you'd potentially want to heal them back up so they could try and use that shatter. But so yeah, I would like you to be healing your Rein, not the duplicate. Yeah, definitely. This Rein is in no danger. I want this angle further open so that you can heal your Rein, who's still trying to do some work. And you've missed out on your amped healing window from your nade, but you could still get a heal or two into him while he's trying to swing with this nano. Okay. Okay, now the duplicate's in more trouble, and now it's too late.
Watching your back.
Personality duplication complete.
Did you have to be there
Watching
for
your
your
back.
reload?
Personality duplication.
You're most. I don't know why you're scooting back forward here during your reload, but it's sort of keeping you there. You see that guy's low. You round the corner to try and get the heal, and you miss. You miss. You get him once. This is a long time. This guy's safe. Like, I want the heal on this guy, but because you missed, what, 2 shots there, this has been a long time that you haven't been looking, and it's not like your other Rein was just, you know, sunshine and butterflies, so I'd like you to check on him. He's backed up to here. Okay. Okay. And you're taking damage from the Zarya now, potentially? Yeah, I don't like how long you looked at this guy. Like, it's annoying that you missed a shot or two and this got done slower, but this guy wasn't really in danger back here. So this becomes a, hey, whether I missed the shot or two or not, I can't not pay attention to this way for this long. So let's not forget about the person that's in more danger. This guy's in very low danger. You nade. And your Rein went down that you weren't paying any attention to. I don't love that. And you can say, oh, I was under too much pressure, the Zarya was on me, but I don't really buy that because you could have gone out and joined your Rein ages ago. Not if you hadn't missed the shots. Like, missing the shots is a shame, but if you'd just been like, hey, I can't not look at my Rhine that's in a compromised position for 4 seconds while looking at my Sigma that's in a relatively safe position for 4 seconds. That's a long time.
The name's McCree.
No. You probably won't miss. You probably won't. That nade probably won't be missed, but no.
Healing enough. The payload.
Okay. That had a chance of working, but again, you know, when you were at that sharp angle from them, that's when you had the highest chance to hit your ability, and you did. Just gonna have to leave. Check on the window. Doesn't matter. Good.
I need healing.
Activating the barrier.
This is too long. This is too long. No, don't spend your nade like that. I don't want you tunneling a target that is refusing to get healed for that long. You can say something, or you can look around to see if there's something else you need to be paying attention to. Like, say, your Sigma up here. This might be a case of, oh, I should open this angle and see what I could do. Like, you didn't check over here at all. You have no idea what the condition of your Sigma is. You probably have no idea that you could even open this angle and be helping your Sigma, etc. Like, you just tunneled and stared at this low health Widow for too long. I'm just going to exaggerate this for a bit just to make it clear.
Activating the barrier.
Okay. They're low. They're low at 436. Ew, I hate that nade usage.
No one can hide.
You go check here at 443. That's an eternity. That is a literal eternity. And you could have... Okay, now they're purple. Maybe there's nothing you could have done, but you probably could have propped this up and let him be a lot more annoying from here. If you'd just been like, oh, I'm going to open this angle and do this since Widow simply isn't giving me the sightline to heal her, and clearly that's not going to change. Or if it is going to change, I can say it on comms, and I can heal her just as well from here, etc. Like, you can't not look forward to see if anyone is in danger for the amount of time that you did here. Like, that is an eternity. From 4, what was it? I don't remember anymore, but that was like to 443 here from maybe 426, was it? 36? Probably 36. But that's still forever to not check on, hey, how does the front line look? Okay, that's a lot of emotes. Okay, so there we go.
You're going to be okay.
Mm-hmm. It goes down, that's fine. You can look for a nade?
Get in there.
No, he was purple. Goes low health here. I get it. You're thinking I need to round the corner and immediately nano him if it's going to work. I totally get it. Oh,
Get in there.
sorry. My pause button is Control P, and P brings that up. I'm going to slow this down. I know the game goes faster than this. I know this had to be an instant
powered up.
decision,
Get in
but
there.
you actually had a moment to see that he was purple up there with his health bar, and then you had this moment where you can fully see him that he's purple, etc. So I get it. If you were going to nano, it was going to have to be immediate, instantaneous, etc. But like you nanoed a purple target. No. This nano is completely wasted.
Don't move. It's
Oh, you look tired.
No! What? What?
it's
You go for the sleep. I can respect it.
Oh, you look
You
tired.
get the Rhine. That's nice. Just wait here. Literally just wait here. You've lost people already. You've probably lost this fight. Make them eliminate you on cart. Why would you try to back away? You're not going to get fully out, and even if you do get fully out, who really cares? Like, just wait on this cart. Stop this cart from moving. Make them come eliminate you on this cart. Do not open the angle? What do you think? Like, oh, I'm going to open the angle and take a nade at him? A, that's not going to work. But B, he's already partially charged you from when you peeked for the sleep dart on him. Like, he's going to be able to eliminate you immediately. Why are you leaving the cover of the cart? There's just not enough value in this. There's simply not.
Draw.
You left cover that you didn't have to leave, and now they can push cart. If you wait here, you make them come remove you from cart. It doesn't matter because time ticks down, cart doesn't move until they eliminate you on it. You can run circles around the cart, do whatever, dance, blah, 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 just be, do what you can, even if you just buy 1 second off the cart, etc. Well, that's still better than getting eliminated off the cart and they're able to push the cart the whole time. Like, it's totally fine to stagger yourself if the cart isn't moving in this situation. Like, oh, but all my team went down. Okay, yeah, but they're not getting, the clock is going down and I'm on the cart and they can't move the cart, etc. Like, that's cool. Do that, please. That's way better than getting yourself eliminated for nothing.
огонь по готовности. التكرار يعلم الشطار. Watching your back.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Okay. Anything over here? No. Fine. I'm not worried about that. No, that was greed. The bendy hammer. I get what you're trying to do. Remember, your Zen just took the shatter and took a swing. You don't have time for what you do here. You do the greedy version of this, which is I'm going to shoot you, and then I'm going to weave a nade between my shots because I don't want to nade first because I want to get my shot out because getting my shot out activates the delay between my shots, and I can hide that delay between my shots with a nade. So I can go shoot, nade, shoot faster than I can go nade, shoot, shoot. Like, I get that. That is true. But you have to hit the nade here because your Zen took too much damage. That's just how it works. Your Zen took the shatter and took a swing. So the next thing that you do has to be a nade. It has to. Yeah. Swing the angle.
Step right up.
Watching your back.
Right idea. Now you're gonna go back to sleep, right? Good. Fine. I can live with it. Yeah, you turn away and reload when this guy could actually use some heals pretty bad. And you actually saw that as you got booped up. You had a window to see that he could have used the heals.
I'm on.
Yeah, and then you lost your Sigma as a result of hitting that reload. Okay. You hear it.
And that's how the West was won.
Get back in the fight. Hello there.
Zarya, ready for duty.
You tried. You tried.
Hello?
You're going to want that one back. You're only going to want it back a second or two. Like, you're only going to be missing it for a couple seconds into the fight, but you're going to want that one back.
Greetings.
Okay, they didn't take advantage.
I will keep you healed.
Okay, your Winston's in. Let's not forget about him. Your Winston's in. Your Winston's still in. Your Winston's still in. Your Winston's still in. Oh, your Winston's eliminated. Okay. So, let's take a look at this.
I will keep you healed.
You see that your Winston is in. You see that he's yellow, so he's engaged. He's missing at least some health, etc., but he's not sub 50%. You see the Tracer. You see that your Hanzo is being Zarya beamed, has a Harmony Orb. You decide to provide a little help. Totally reasonable to provide a little bit of help to this fight. Shot at the Tracer, maybe a shot into your Hanzo. That was a second shot into the Tracer that she couldn't really justify. Shot into the Hanzo. Like, I'm worried about your Winston at this point. Your Winston's already prepped Primal, and you potentially heard that, and you haven't checked on him at all in this amount of time. And again, you might not be able to heal him. It turns out it looks like he's in this room. There's absolutely nothing you can do to help him in this room. But you haven't even turned your camera to take advantage of your support vision or even your just teammate vision to see where he is, if he's in a place that you can heal him, if he's critical, etc. Like, you haven't even peeked to see, can I do something in this fight? Does he need my help, etc. You've been like, hey, I'm reinforcing this. And I think a couple shots into this were necessary. The first shot on the Tracer was good. A second shot into your Hanzo would have been great. You instead did 2 shots into the Tracer before you did a shot into your Hanzo. And I can live with that, but I like that less when you know that your Winston is in and has been tangling with a number of people for a bit, etc. So maybe comms are going on here of I'm fine or I'll primal or things like that, etc. Maybe you heard the primal and figured he'd be fine, but you still want to check on him. Like 1,000 health isn't all that much in this day and age. So yeah, I don't like how little attention you pay to what's going on in front of you when you're dealing with things here. Like, yes, you need to deal with things here. Yes, you need to help, etc. No, I do not want you to give up your own life, for example, to pay attention to what's going on in the front life. But when it's other people and you've stabilized them a little, you can look away, even if it's just for an instant, to get the better information of, okay, where should I be trying to contribute to continue to help, etc. You don't have enough information. And you're denying it from yourself.
Hello. Greetings.
It's a low probability nade, but huh?
I have your back.
Was you're about to get a higher probability nade right here, I bet? Okay. It's not a super low probability nade, it's a medium low probability nade, I suppose.
You're powered up. Get in there.
He's discorded, he's half. Okay. I don't love that, to be honest. How much... Our 25 energy Zarya gets a nano? Okay. Who's not in a terribly aggressive position, but hey, the Rhine backed off, so I guess I'll live with it. Okay. Maybe you thought it was worth to nade that McCree. I suspect you'd have been happier waiting until that bubble was gone.
This
And there
is
was
going
very
to hurt.
little pressure on you to not do it before the bubble was gone.
Oh, you look tired.
Nice. That's pretty fun. No. No. That's twice. That is twice that McCree is high nooned while you've been behind cart, and you've left behind cart to get shot by high noon. Not okay. You're a Masters player. Not okay. Like, I do not want to go, oh, well, the biggest takeaway for improvement for you is this, that's going to help you, blah, 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 is not walking out of cover to go get hit by high noons, etc., when either you're already low health or you've already given him charge time on you with one ability and you go for another. But I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Like, that is not okay, and you know better. Like, you should know better than that. Maybe you're returning to the game, and when you used to play High Noon took longer to charge, etc. But like this gets fixed now, and we shouldn't even have to cover it. Okay.
Buckle up. This gunslinger's loaded. Step right.
Hello.
You're not getting rid of me with that.
I mean, yeah, I know, but like, the cart's lucky it survived. Like, we can look at it, but like,
This is going to hurt. Oh, you look tired.
yeah, no, we did get chipped down. I mean, very high noon. There's a little argument to be said, oh, I just went down that fast because it was the damage boost in the nano and the nano wasn't there before. Like, I can see that, but we were missing health and the mercy boost was always likely to be there. So like, no, I still don't give it much. I'm not okay with this.
Buckle up. This gunslinger's loaded. Step.
Hello.
You're not getting rid of me with that.
Привет.
Got stuck in the slow-mo.
That I could not.
Please give me back regular speed game. Okay, so far I think I'm 3 for 3 for fixing it that way.
Привет.
Maybe that always fixes it.
Привет.
You're covered.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Check to the left. Check to the left. He's not in danger. You've healed him above half. How's your Zarya doing? You know there was some sort of fight going on to the left. You can see the Tracer went down, but how's your Zarya doing?
Greetings.
You have no idea. You have no idea how your Zarya is doing. Now, it turns out your Zarya is just fine, but you don't know that. I'm concerned. Interesting.
Физкульт, привет. Hello.
60 seconds remaining.
That sleep dart was too late.
60 seconds remaining.
You need to be hitting them with your sleep dart about here-ish. So you're too late. You're just reaching to pull out your sleep dart. Maybe you haven't even. If you're trying to hit a Winston on the way in who's jumping in, etc., this is about when you need to be hitting with him with your sleep dart of maybe a moment later. So this is too late to be pulling your sleep dart. If you want to sleep him, now you're at the I'm not going to try to sleep you on the way in. Now you're at the I'm going to sleep you when you land, when I'm safely, firmly inside your bubble, etc. territory. Yeah, now you've pressed the button and it's too late. Yeah, no.
Привет. I've seen you. You're going to live.
Greetings. Привет. Greetings. Привет.
Физкульт, привет.
30 seconds remaining.
Hello.
Keep your head and let's take this home.
Greetings.
Get back in the fight.
Hmm.
Привет.
Die
No.
easy.
That's not how we use our nade. Look at where you're throwing this nade. You're throwing this nade just to heal your Winston, who, yeah, your Winston still needs some more healing, etc. But you don't need accelerated healing on your Winston. He's not brawling. You don't expect to continue to have to heal him hard, etc. And you still have 2 shots left in your clip here. Like, it's fine. You don't need to commit a defensive nade in this situation unless there's active brawling going on. You just don't need a defensive nade here. This is a crutch. And this is a defensive nade because it's here, it's not in front of him where maybe they could have followed in, and it was too early for enemies following in to have a chance of getting them. So this is a purely defensive nade. You've still got 2 shots in your clip. Your Winston had half health. His positioning wasn't great, but he was okay. You didn't need to nade yet.
Die easy. You're powered up. Get in there.
Especially if you planned to nano him, you didn't need to nade there. Like, yeah.
Огонь по готовности.
No? I don't like that sleep. And now you're continuing to force the fight against a Winston without any cooldowns. Interesting.
Stop them.
You got your Hanzo twice. You're gonna have to nade yourself, and then you're gonna need to turn and heal your, what do you call it? McCree over there. No, need to nade. Okay. There you get the McCree.
Hello.
Okay. Your monkey's over there. Reasonable. The bubble coming out is pretty normal after he lands like that, so it was a bit questionable as a sleep. But he is dangerous. I get why you wanted it.
Fire at will.
Yeah, that's a fine note. Okay. Pretty good round, other than the high noons that shall not be talked about. So far, I'm seeing some questionable nades, but the bigger, more concerning thing I'm seeing is you're just not paying attention to teammates that are in aggressive, potentially dangerous periods of time for long periods of time. And, you know, they might not seem like long periods of time, 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 3 seconds, but not even checking their silhouette for that amount of time is really a pretty long time. And maybe there's nothing you can do. It may be, hey, I can't help. Or it may be they're fine, let me go back to doing what I'm doing. But it takes you like no time to check, and there's value to it. You need to know what's going on over there. Okay, let's see how things continue here, though. Why is it not letting me skip? Okay, this is
Ready
weird.
for battle.
Why is it not? That's my forward button. That's my backward button. I'm so confused.
I grow
I have
tired
it set for
of
20
waiting.
seconds. Oh, my numlock was off. There we go.
Ready for battle.
Anything about him.
Greetings. Привет.
5,
Hello.
4, 3, 2,
You're going to be
1.
okay.
Attackers in
Okay, still in a Zen. We have the Winston Zarya again. Okay.
the payload.
Greetings. Hello.
Again?
Физкульт, привет.
I will keep you healed. That'll be the
I can live with it. It's got group heal value.
Very hot.
Hello.
Oh, I actually didn't see. 4 shots left. You decide to... He's missing a little bit of health now. He's missing like 20 health. I get it. That's fine.
go. I keep you healed. Keep up at my
No,
position.
you did not need that nade. They could not force your Zarya, and if they could, they were going to be forcing your Zarya that you literally had your gun shoved in the butt of and were going to be able to chain heal, etc. Like, you did not need to spend the nade on that.
Привет.
Much better to have the nade available to contribute right through here, for example.
Oh.
What? Why would we? No, that's a barrier. That's not going over a barrier. That's not going to the right of a barrier to maybe explode in. That's at a barrier. No.
I need healing.
Okay.
Физкульт, привет.
How's your Winston doing?
Watching your back.
Привет.
One shot was enough. Your Hans is in a safe position. You need to check. You need to do a better job of between those shots going. Remember, there's that delay that you tried to hide an aid between and lost your Zen during. Remember that? That delay is something that you can do a 90-degree turn to check on your team during and then swing back, etc. Fine. Zen. Good. You're done.
You're going to be okay. Heal up.
No. Why do you think that nade is okay? Okay. Like, if you'd thrown the nade during the, what do you call it? The halt, sure, no problem. But why do you think you have no shots left, but he's already bubbled? Now, I get it. You press the button, you might not have realized he was bubbled, and you're like, hey, I don't have any shots left in my clip. But, like, if you look at the angle, he's not in that much danger. He's got pretty decent cover with where he landed, etc. And he still had health. Like, I'd have preferred you save that nade.
Heal up. You're powered up. Get in there.
No, we don't nano him to tell him to go in. We nano him when we're sure he's going in. That Orisa was clearly gold. Clearly. Nice. Okay, now pivot back and look at your team. Wonder how your team's doing. Wonder if your Winston's okay. Now it's too late. You have to fight this Hanzo that's on you. Yeah. But you could have checked on your Winston while you were behind the cart there. But that's okay.
Go. I'll keep you healed.
Физкульт,
Get the
привет.
payload moving.
Привет.
I need healing.
Still weird to just throw that in, and maybe you thought that the Sigma was going to recall the barrier.
The dragon consume you.
Физкульт, привет.
I've come back from worse.
Greetings.
Universum sing for me.
They're very done.
Fire at will.
But Zarya grabbed. Oh,
Watching your back.
it's unfortunate. I don't blame you for cutting out though. Zarya should not have grabbed there.
They have been revived.
I have your back.
Привет.
60 seconds.
Yeah, I'd have been okay nading for the two of them, but you were too late to make the decision to nade that.
By the dragon.
Hello. Физкульт, привет. Привет.
Go. I'll keep you healed.
Физкульт, привет. Enemy contact.
It's like the third one from this angle that you've thrown into a barrier that existed before you threw the nade. That's weird. Might be the fourth.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Okay. You guys are making this last fight. Okay.
The pain is coming.
Okay.
I see. You're going to.
Step right
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, their unscoped accuracy is solid. Okay. So, okay. What we're looking at here is a couple things. The first thing that I'm going to... Probably the easiest thing to work on. No, let's do it like this. So the two things that I want you to work on, the first thing is going to be I want you to pay a little more attention. I don't want you to forget that people in dangerous positions exist. So your Winston that's gone in, your Reinhardt that's still in, your McCree that's holding an aggressive angle. People that are in aggressive positions, you need to remember exist even if other stuff is happening. If someone's on you, you have to pay your full attention to protecting yourself from them. No problem. I'm fine with that. But if someone is on your Widow or your Widow is low health or someone is on your Hanzo, contribute enough to tilt that fight potentially, then you need to check. You need to check what's going on before deciding. And it's just an instant thing. Turning an Overwatch or using a mouse doesn't take time. A 90-degree turn, a 180, whatever, doesn't take time. So you can immediately get that input and your support so you can see if they're critical or not through walls. You can see where they are through walls. Do that, and then you can potentially go right back to what you're doing, or you can go right back to what you're doing as you change your position to potentially be able to influence the fight of the person who's in the aggressive position. Or you might go, I can't support that person who's in the aggressive position, and I don't want to risk my own life to do so. And that's totally fine, but get the information, because you need to do the scouting, have the information in order to make the better decision. So that's going to be the first step. That's what I want you to do. And you can even hide those checks in your delay time between shots, because there is a delay time between shots on Ana, as you know there. Well, especially when you're doing the hip fires, etc. Okay. The other thing that we're going to get into is you're a little too willing to use defensive nades on people who are missing health. Still a little too willing to use those. Defensive nades on groups of people, fine. Nades on someone who's brawling and that you're going to continue to have to heal a bit, so you're getting the amplified continue healing value, fine. Though I'd prefer those be a little forward so that they've got a chance of getting the people that you're brawling with too, etc. Healing a group, sure. Healing someone who's brawling to get the amp, sure. But we want to be careful about nades like this one into the Winston here. Nade's like the one where it's like, oh yeah, I have 2 shots left in my clip, but I missed a couple shots, so let me throw a nade. You don't do too many of those, but you do a few more, and we still want to work those out. We really want those out of your vocabulary, we'll say. That's not the right word, but that's what we want. So those are the 2 things I'm going to give you. There is the McCree thing. I'm just assuming that that's not going to happen again, that you're going to fix that, that's going to be like a oh duh moment as soon as you see this VOD, as soon as you rewatch the game and go, oh yeah, that was really silly, etc. Okay. I know it's a little harsh on you, but you're a Masters, I think high Masters player, and harshness is kind of my game, but also I think you can take it. You have to have been critical with yourself constantly to get up here, so good luck to you. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you have questions, throw them in chat now or throw them in the comments. If you are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that really does help me out quite a bit. Spreads the video, brings in a new audience, all sorts of good stuff. Or if you are looking to get coaching, you can join my Discord in the description below, see what my rates look like, and all that jazz. What sort of events we have coming on, etc. Okay. I love your straightforward pulled no punches analysis style. Refreshing. No problem. I don't know if that's 3 choke 3 ill chokel. I don't know what that is, but no problem, choke. Okay. Also known as the Scarf Cult members bullying. Yes, bullying is what I suppose we've decided I go for. When you say you'll live with it, does that mean there were more optimal lines of play there? Almost always, yes. When I say I'll live with it, it means that was okay, but there were better things that we could do. I'm not going to be overly critical of that. It was acceptable, but I would have preferred something else. Okay. Thank you, Blah. Thank you. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else here, so I think that's going to do it. Closing the angle of kindness, taking space in your mind. You guys are good. Okay. Thanks, guys. Temporal out.